I'm here at the Edinburgh Comic Con, and I'm here with James Lundy, literally backstage, and we're just going to talk a little bit to him about the history of the convention, how he came to be involved in it. James, it's great to meet you. Thanks for speaking to us.
No, thank you.
This, what number comic convention is this for the Edinburgh Comic Con?
This is the second Edinburgh Comic Con. It's a slight different feel to it than the last one. In terms of last year, it was the first convention. What would happen is we witnessed the gap. So in Edinburgh, because Edinburgh being an international city, it's a beautiful city. I fell in love with it the first time I saw it. And basically, there was nothing here. So we started doing the marts. Now, the comic mart is almost like a fanboy, fangirl, brick and mart, jumbo sale for collectible goods and comic books. So we've done a few of them, and then we just done the first convention at the same time last year. And basically we went under the name last year of, well, what's the best way to describe it? See, even looking back in hindsight, if I could build a time machine and go back, I'd probably even step outside myself, probably give myself a wee slap, because we tried to be a bit too clever with the name.
Yeah.
We called it SBA, Edinburgh Comic Con. Yeah. There's like something bloody awesome.
Yeah.
You know, what happened was we're naming the convention, and it was just a case of, oh, that's something bloody awesome, that. Well, that'll do. And we thought we were being really clever. One of my friends at the time was saying to me, no, Edinburgh Comic Con. I'm like, no.
Keep it simple, I guess.
So, hindsight being 2020 and everything, and I dare say he had the last laugh on that matter, because lo and behold, the second year, in fact after we done last year, basically what had happened was, last year the attendance could have been a lot better and all these sorts of different things, and I think in partly because it's not really the most family friendly thing to say, no, SBE, getting like something bloody awesome, SBA, you know. Yeah, mum, can I go into something bloody awesome? Son, you watch your language, you know what I mean? So it's this sort of thing. Yeah. So we changed the Edinburgh Comic Con, we slightly rebranded it and made it a lot more family friendly. So it appeals to not just the hardcore geeks, the people who have had a lifelong history in the romance or the sort of pop culture, but also parents bringing up the children, because basically things like your Marvels, Avengers, Guardians of the Galaxy and all these sorts of things are very much in the mainstream in the child's consciousness at the moment. You know, the parents are really, well, you know, they want the kids to have a nice childhood, so they're letting them come and see this all one sense of wonder and everything.
Yeah. Well, you're a big comic book fan yourself?
Oh, very much so, very much so.
Any favourites in amongst all of that?
Definitely. Right off the top of my head, my usual conditioned answer would probably be Jim Lee's run on the X-Men, around about the time of Extinction Agenda. Very notable for me is, this is a story that has been probably hashed to a certain extent, and every time I tell it, probably I find new ways to give a different edge or something, or make it a bit more interesting. But I went to my first convention when I was about 16, with a comic book shop in Dumfries called Lob Factor, and no longer trading anymore. And we drove down to London in a minibus. I was about 16, and I met Jim Lee. I met Chris Claremont.
Huge honour that, yeah.
Oh, it was wow. I was 16-year-old.
Yeah.
I didn't know. Honestly did not know what to say to him. I didn't know. Now, I was fortunate enough that I had a reasonable disposable income in my pocket, because I think my father at the time still took a pity of me, because I never really asked for anything. I was like, oh, Dad, can I go to London? Can I do this? Can I do that? And he actually took the trip with me into the comic shop to meet the people that owned it. So okay, I like the you can go down to London with him. So and I met him and I got some of my things signed and stuff. And probably, right off the top of my head, probably his run on X-Men really became notable. The fact that Jim Lee's art at that time was a style that I really liked, because I liked that highly rendered sort of look. That is my preference, the preference in that one. Since then I've learned to develop a taste for all different types of artwork, everything. So,
there's so much fantastic artwork out there, you know, a lot of good artists around. Tell me, so a little bit about what are the plans, what's the future for Edinburgh Comic Con? Because obviously it's fantastic to have it here.
One step at a time. One step at a time. Don't want to be too clever, because let's face it, I've already done that. You know, and you don't learn from your mistakes. I mean, even with yourself to blame. So once I don't want to overtrade either, so we're going to, next year, to an extent there'll be a degree of the same of what we had on offer. We'll look at different ways to tweak it and everything along those lines. Well, basically last year we took a week off. Like I said, I think I probably said, we took a week off after the con, and we went back into the war, so to say. And we looked at it and analysed everything and seeing what we can do. So we'll do the exact same this year. Take a week off, just to relax and replenish.
Have a breather, yeah.
Exactly. And then we'll see what we can take forward. You know, the different guests, different, just to try and move in and build relationships with people as well, because you know, it's very much a, how could you say it? Some people, when you're a new organisation, to some extent they're taking a leap of faith.
Yeah.
You know, so you've got to appreciate that as well, build relationships with people. So there'll be relationships that have been built, there'll be new relationships on the floor, there'll be maybe looking at the things. And they've been walking on the exhibits and like, oh, you'll be wanting something bigger next year, and I'm like, well, let's not get ahead of ourselves, maybe, yeah, there's a wee saying, it's like, maybe it's aye, maybe it's no, you know, so maybe yes, maybe no. What comes in the future? I can see a lot, see more, even so, more marks as well, because we do, like I said, we do the smaller marks to keep people happy. The free things that go on throughout the year, just to keep people happy, and then have something nice. We'll probably will go for the April schedule.
Right.
Again.
Fantastic. James, it's been an absolute pleasure speaking with you. Thanks very much and good luck for the future. It's definitely something we'd love to see more of here.